This morning, the director of Michigan's Unemployment Insurance Agency told lawmakers that the UIA computer system has weaknesses and it's not very user-friendly.
Fox 17 problem solver Ryan Cummings has been following the growing unemployment issues since March and has an update now from the man in charge.
12 days worth of about 1,200 things I had to answer.
Wednesday morning, another hearing in front of the Joint Select Committee on the COVID-19 pandemic. HR professional Deb Fragel was the first to testify about the apparent failings of the state's unemployment system.
I haven't heard anything, heard nothing. So I contacted Ryan at Fox 17 because I thought, well, let me call problem solvers. You know, we talk about things sometimes with unemployment. He aired the story on Thursday, June 11th, I believe. Finally, Monday morning on the 15th, I logged back in and all of those monetary determinations were there. But I want you to know I checked twice a day, every day, morning and night, and they were not in there until then.
A big issue for lawmakers and claimants. Why are the UIA offices still not open, even when the Secretary of State's office is currently taking appointments?
And if I was to relay the voice of my constituents directly to you, I would break committee decorum because there would be a lot of expletives involved. As you know, this is a very emotional issue. The point about offices, I believe, is that it gives people hope. There's a deadline. I know in August I have an appointment and I will get an answer.
Gray says that the UIA is working on a plan.
We do have plans to open the offices. So we're working with the Office of State Employer and DTMB on a plan. We have to ensure that it's safe for claimants and workers. So, unlike the Secretary of State, we didn't have and are working on an appointment system that's ready in place, so that needs to be put in place.
He also pointed to the situation down in Kentucky, saying when it opened, people were waiting in line for 10 hours.
With all due respect, Director, what are we waiting for? I mean, this has been going on for a long time. 10-hour lines, that shows you the need. What can be done tomorrow? Workers in an office setting where they meet people face-to-face average about 21 people a day prior to the COVID outbreak, compared to people on the phone who average more than 41 a day. So the efficiency is much higher on the phones versus in person.
Gray admitted the department has not been able to get to most of the calls that come in, but he testified their goal is to answer 35,000 calls a day starting next week.
So if we can, start by handling 35,000 a day, we'll get to, 160, 170,000 potentially unique callers over the course of a week.
He also said their communication is lacking.
And so I think we need to do a better job of communicating to the public what's going on with accessing the system.
Gray told lawmakers the current computer system has considerable weaknesses, is not user-friendly, and needs to be overhauled, but did not answer whether they would be changing vendors.
I mean, they don't talk to claimants, they don't tell legislators, and they don't tell reporters and the public. Well, why do we think they're doing such a bad job because of that?
Representative Matt Hall says 120,000 people still have not been paid at all. 33,000 of them need one-on-one help with claims. A human has to look at the account. 90,000 others are stuck in ID check to verify who they are. Some of those could be fraudulent. And roughly 120,000 others have been paid some weeks, but not all. And they're also waiting on their ID verification to go through.
I'm grateful to you because you've really been one of the leaders across Michigan in terms of exposing a lot of the things that are going on. And you've done great investigative work. It's really been a benefit to the people of Michigan, and it's helped us know what's going on. So thank you.
For Problem Solvers, Ryan Cummings, Fox 17 News.
Lawmakers have approved just over $29 million in federal funding for the UIA to hire 500 temporary workers. They're now waiting on the governor to sign off on it. And as we reported yesterday, if you applied for benefits before May 1st, the UIA hopes to have your issues resolved by the 4th of July. Whether it's unemployment or another issue you want our problem solvers to look into, give them a call at that number right there on your screen or send a message to problemsolvers@fox17online.com.